business taxes, with stressing about all the time and all the money you spent on your taxes.
This is my bill?
Now Business Taxes is a TurboTax small business expert who does your taxes for you and offers year-round advice at no additional cost, so you can keep more money in your business. Now this is taxes. Intuit TurboTax. Get an expert now on turbotax.com/business. Only available with TurboTax Live full service.
Broadcasting live from the True Crime Today studios to the world. This is Murder in the Morning with Tony Bruschi and Stacey Cole.
From the Hit Killers podcast, Murder in the Morning.
In case you were feeling like there wasn't enough Diddy documentaries out there right now, here's another one. Diddy.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Peacock. Tonight it airs. Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy. Delves into the life of Sean Diddy Combs, offering fresh perspectives on his youth and rise to fame while confronting the controversies that are going on right now. Tim Patterson, a childhood friend, painted a very vivid picture of Diddy's early years in Mount Vernon, New York. I know Sean, not Diddy, not Daddy Love, Patterson shared in the film, saying, I have to tell people about what they don't know about his childhood. He described young Sean as a wealthy outlier, often bullied due to his privileged background. Sean was the different kid. People could smell he wasn't tough, he added. The documentary explores how Diddy's father, Melvin Combs, was killed in what former bodyguard Gene Deal describes as a retaliation for cooperating with law enforcement. The loss left Janice Combs, Diddy's mother, to raise her children alone. Patterson explains that Janice's inheritance allowed the family to move to a more affluent area, fostering a life of luxury for her son. Quote, he was the one in the hat with the jewelry on at 4 years old, Patterson remarked about an old photo. Diddy's childhood also involved exposure to lively, unconventional environments, to say the least. Yeah. Sean's house was the party spot, Patterson recalled, citing wild gatherings that mirrored the flamboyant celebrations Diddy would later host as an adult. According to Lee Davis, a friend and DJ, saying about his mom, quote, she made sure everybody was comfortable, though Janice Combs did not comment on her portrayal in the documentary. Yeah, I mean, it gets dark. In fact, there's allegations in there about her having sex parties and that he was kind of exposed to that as a norm growing up there. These are the allegations. Which, again, not going to excuse the behavior, but it sure makes sense what's in the fucking sauce now.
Doesn't it? I mean, is it genetic? Is it environment? Well, it sounds like it might be both. Well,
if you're having sex parties and your child is there, and they're seeing this and they're thinking this is normal, it's gonna fuck your head up pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's lived this life of privilege. He's never thought that this was wrong, I guess. I mean, I suppose as you grow older, you would have some semblance of, normal people don't do this, unless he just always has, and it's never been a different thing for him. I don't know. But I mean, it goes, a sex party is, I guess, one thing, but it's another thing if you're like what he ended up doing with the trafficking in minors and such, with the allegations there.
You remember growing up, there was always that house, that one parent.
I do not.
You don't? Oh, God, maybe it was just me.
Like a swinger parent?
Well, not a swinger, but the parent, we all knew that, Rachel's mom would be the one that, if we were going to sleep over, we had access to the liquor cabinet.
Sure. Yes, that
we could get whatever we wanted. We could get the rated R movies that we weren't allowed to see.
Yep.
We could see Faces of Death. I don't know if you remember that.
I've blocked it out.
Yeah, same. I probably need to talk about one of the episodes in therapy, the one with somebody parachuted in.
Don't even want to hear about it.
Farm.
Don't want to hear about it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But we always had that one. If we were going to go stay at Rachel's house, we knew that it was going to just be off the hook crazy.
Mhm.
It could be if we wanted it to be.
Yeah.
We could have boys over, they could stay the night, all that kind of thing. And then there are the other families where if you went over to their house, they had, the picture of a monk on their wall as you walked to the bathroom, and the eyes followed you as you walked. And you're like, oh God,
Yeah.
we can hardly even watch anything PG.
Mhm.
So there's always that parent that just doesn't follow the social norms. And sounds like Diddy's mom may have been that mom.
To an extreme. Yeah.
Yes.
All allegations, by the way. The film highlights Diddy's relentless ambition, which emerged during his time at Howard University. Ron Lawrence, a college classmate, noted that Diddy declared, "I'm going to be the biggest record producer in the world." His determination obviously paying off after dropping out of college and securing an internship at Uptown Records in 1990. Patterson recalled he'd show up anywhere to get the big wig's attention, even sleeping outside of Andre Harrell's car. Despite his success, Diddy's legacy now, it faces challenges, to put it nicely. In September of 24, of course, he was arrested on charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution. He's pled not guilty to all of the charges, and his representatives vehemently deny the accusations, saying that this documentary recycles and perpetuates the same lies and conspiracy theories, a spokesman told Us Weekly, criticizing NBC and Peacock for amplifying what they view as baseless claims. It's going to be on Peacock today. I'm not on Peacock at this moment. It might already be there. I don't know if it's like waiting till the evening. Sometimes they drop at different times, but it'll be there at some point today. So.
Oh, there's just the nonstop Diddy news. It seriously, every day when I go into the sites that I go to look for news, I'm almost afraid to hit that button because every day there's something new that we hadn't heard before, and the bar just keeps getting raised, or lowered.
Lowered, really. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised by this. I don't know. I guess it explains a lot. I mean, before he was arrested, there was some paparazzi shots of him and his mom sitting like on his balcony. And I just thought, God, as a mom, what the hell are you feeling right now? That's got to be insanely conflicting, unless you just believe it's not true. But if she was doing this sort of stuff and raised her son around it, she probably knows damn well it's true. And probably just thinks, why are they going after him for it? Well, because he was trafficking minors and drugging people, and
juxtaposition of, I've got so much money that I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
And maybe just not understanding that these things are wrong. It doesn't excuse it, but it may explain it.
I think he knows it's wrong. I mean, his fucking moniker is Bad Boy. So
yeah,
I think he's well aware that these things were wrong. I just think he probably thought he would never get caught. And I wonder how insidious it was. If it just started out with innocent sex parties, like you have, or if it's just, it started like that and then it slowly, deviated to really, darker things with, drugging people and drugging the baby oil. And then you get younger, you get underage people in there. And
I just don't understand having to do this without consent, because when you have that much money, power, and fame, I think all you'd have to do is snap your fingers.
I don't get it.
Anybody you want. What is this? What sickness is this?
Never enough. Never enoughness, I guess, is what it is. Because, he could get all that, but I guess there's no risk there. Like maybe the excitement goes down after a while of living that life. I don't know. I mean, it's you see this in people that are ridiculously ambitious, to a cancer in them, where it's just, this is going to hurt you more than it's going to help you because you don't know when to say stop or slow down or jump to another path or stay on the right path. They just kind of keep going. And if they get kind of diverted off a path that is working for them into something else, they're just going to keep going. I mean, I suppose you get away with it long enough, you don't worry about it because, nothing's going to happen.
These are the same people standing at a slot machine and they're way ahead and they just can't stop and walk away and take the winnings.
I believe everyone that's standing at a slot machine probably has wild sex parties at their homes. And
does that include my grandma?
Which would be disturbing, because if you ever walk through a casino and you're like, I don't want to see any of these people naked.
Right? Yeah.
I'd say, if you look back at life and as you get older, one of the biggest disappointments when you're a kid and you see casinos and stuff on TV, it's like, oh, it looks amazing. Like all these attractive people in there and they're having fun and it looks like and then glamorous. And then you walk into your first casino and it's just like a big whiff of fucking mothballs and smoke and the lights are there, the sounds are there, but it's like everybody there is like 70 plus.
They're trying to supplement their Social Security, and it's just
God, it's
such a sad, tragic thing sometimes, and you're like, wow,
yeah, it's
not what I saw on TV on Fantasy Island. I can tell you that.
You're neck deep in a dark, twisted tale, and just as the tension peaks, bam, a commercial about some miracle diet pill breaks the spell. It's like finding a fly in your soup after the first bite. But here's the fix. True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts. You get to enjoy your crime stories without the junk. Ad-free episodes, extended interviews that go beyond the surface, and early access to all the gruesome details. It's like swapping out a can of cheap beer for a glass of fine whiskey. So search for True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe and keep the darkness flowing uninterrupted. In a world where the darkest secrets lie just beneath the surface.
They said it was an accident, but the evidence says otherwise.
Where hidden killers roam unnoticed in the shadows.
I think you would definitely be looking at a blend of toxic, very bad narcissistic personality traits, and they will be vengeful and possibly resort to violence.
Join Tony Bruschi as he uncovers the truth behind the most chilling cases.
They said it was an accident, but the evidence clearly says otherwise.
Each episode, we dig deep into the minds of those who commit the unthinkable.
To your point on narcissism, he thinks in his own mind how witty he is.
Yeah.
But he lost that jury. I was done with him in 2 minutes.
From unsolved mysteries to infamous crimes.
Geez, you've just talked about how you've taught yourself how to do everything under the sun. I bet you did a YouTube video, how to best kill somebody with a knife.
Hidden Killers with Tony Bruschi takes you where few dare to go.
How does someone with such a dark secret go unnoticed for so long?
With multiple new episodes every single day.
We're not just telling stories, we're seeking justice.
Listen now on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Just search for Hidden Killers with Tony Bruschi.